Tonight's top story, a third person is behind bars tonight connected with Friday's home invasion in Germantown. Police say 22-year-old Cara Latrice Abston was the victim's housekeeper and the mastermind behind the armed robbery. Police say she had David Shaw, Dexter Waddell, both of them carry out the crime with the help of a third guy. And Eyewitness News Everywhere reporter Dana Revick talked with police about how they finally caught this woman.
The woman who lives here at 2611 Park Creek Drive says what happened here last week was a terrifying experience. She says that she put the pieces together and with the help of police found out the woman who cleaned her home for 2 years was responsible for organizing this home invasion.
They said they'd let us go if we didn't scream loud and just give them my money. And I didn't really have much money on me. He said, "Give me your debit card." And I was afraid he was going to shoot us, and he had a temper.
That's part of the 911 call made on Friday from this Germantown home. Today, the victim told me she was at home at the time with her daughter when 3 men kicked in a side door and held them at gunpoint in the kitchen.
That she felt like this woman had some money, and she said, I'm going to get it one way or the other, I guess.
Police say the victim's maid, Cara Latrice Abston of Memphis, planned the home invasion and had these men do the dirty work.
David Shaw is her current boyfriend. They've been dating for just a few weeks. And then Dexter Waddell is David's cousin.
Police say Shaw and Waddell were caught after using the victim's stolen debit card at this MAPCO station in North Memphis. Germantown police call this a targeted, isolated incident, but one that should make Mid-Southerners think twice about who they let in their home.
Here's a case where our victim found the house cleaner through the newspaper, and she'd worked for her for about 2.5 years, and she had no reason to really mistrust her.
Now, the victim says she's not ready to talk with us on camera yet and tell us her story in person, but she did tell me bits and pieces of what happened inside that home. She says she was very frightened that these men were going to hurt her and her daughter. At one point, she says one of the men took his gun and smashed it down and broke a coffee mug. They said they were frustrated that she didn't have more cash on her, and she told me that as soon as these men walked out of the house, her and her daughter got out a back door and actually hid inside some bushes until she was sure they were gone, and then that's when they ran to the neighbor's house and called 911.
What a frightening situation. Who wouldn't be horrified to have something like that happen? Your home is invaded, your privacy, your peace, and someone you trusted, police say, is behind it. Do we know anything about police records here for any of these people who are involved?
Yeah, they said that Dexter Waddell had one prior aggravated robbery arrest, but that was about 4 years ago. And this woman and the other man, it doesn't appear they have a criminal background.
Hey, Dana, I also understand that this woman has been the victim of other housekeepers before.
That's right. She told us that 2 other house cleaners in the past had stolen from her, nothing this extreme, but she says that she's now thinking twice, and she thinks from this point on she'll probably end up cleaning her house herself.
How do you know who to trust? All right, Dana, thank you. Police are still looking for a 4th person in this home invasion, but they say the other suspects haven't given him up yet. If you have any information, call Germantown Crime Stoppers at 901-757-CASH. That's 757-CASH in Germantown.